Hello and welcome to Escarole with white bean soup. This obviously is a head of escarole, and a very nice one at that. First thing you want to do is cut off about yay much here, because you do not want this white bottom part here, and this is very, very often, let's get that all the way through, got a lot of sand in it, so we're just going to discard that. And then we're going to take this away and give it a wash. Okay, we've got a nice big pot here for the soup. We've roughly cut up this escarole. Don't make the pieces too small. You just want to cut them up into fairly large pieces. Don't believe the old wives' tale about a knife changing the taste that you have to tear it. It was true back in the days when knives were made out of iron, but it's not true with steel knives. Okay, so we got our pot there, and then to this we are going to add chicken stock. This is collagen. It's fat-free and lower sodium. This is my preferred chicken broth all my life. I cannot get it out here. It is not sold in the West. So I actually have it delivered from Amazon. If you can get this in your area, I recommend it very highly because it's a nice, light, not too salty stock. And you want to keep this broth as clear as you can. And I'm going to demonstrate to you why we're going to use a different kind of vegetable stock in a moment. So let's do that. Get the other one in there. So we got getting the last of the second one in. If you can't get this, any chicken broth will do, but if you want the lighter texture, I suggest getting Knorr brand bouillon cubes. Let me grab one. Sorry for walking away. Okay, these are sold pretty much everywhere. Knorr brand, Knorr. They're Swiss, I believe. They're the best bouillon cubes. So you can use a couple of these with some water in place of the light chicken broth. It's always good to keep these around. And what I have here is 2 cubes of vegetable bouillon dissolved in 3 cups of hot water. You can use the combination chicken stock and the vegetable stock, or you can use only the chicken, or if you're a vegetarian, you can use only vegetable stock. Now, you don't have to go through the step of dissolving the cubes in the water. I'm just doing this to demonstrate to you how much clearer this is than some broths. See that? And in 1 second, I'm going to show you why I want you to see that. Because most vegetable stocks this is a typical vegetable stock you're going to get at the supermarket. You can see how dark it is. And you want this broth to be nice and light and clear. So I definitely recommend using the vegetable bouillon cubes. You don't have to dissolve them first. You can just toss them right in once you put the chicken broth in, and they'll dissolve as they cook. Okay, we can get those out of the way. Start our fire under here, and medium-high heat. Let that chicken broth come to a boil. The escarole is going to cook down. It's going to take up a lot less room than it looks like now. And so this is going to take about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. We'll come back when it's almost ready. So just stirring this down a little bit. Greens are beginning to wilt. In the meantime, I've taken 2 cans of cannellini beans and drained them. If you can't find cannellini beans, Great Northern beans will work. They're pretty similar in texture and taste, but the cannellini beans are the best. And I've got 2 cups that are draining now and ready to be put in here when we get this wilted down a little bit more. Okay, as you can see, most of the escarole is wilted down. Still got to cook a bit. To taste this now, see how the broth is. Hopefully not burning myself. It's very good, but it's a little thin. So I'm going to add another chicken bouillon cube, and that's probably going to be all the seasoning we're going to need. If you do make this, please don't put garlic in it. Not everything in Italian cooking has garlic in it. You would ruin this by putting garlic in it. And I know somebody's going to put garlic in it. But I can't stop you, so please don't put garlic in it. So I'm going to bring the beans now. This is 2 cans. I think there are 16-ounce cans of cannellini beans. Again, if you can't get them, Great Northern beans, even navy beans would work in this, but the cannellinis are the best. Most every supermarket has them. So now we're just going to let that keep cooking. I'm going to cover it because we don't have a lot of liquid in there, so I don't want it to evaporate off. I'm going to reduce the heat to medium and let that continue to cook for another, I'd say 15 minutes, and then we're almost done. Okay, so this has been cooking about 15 minutes. The escarole is nicely wilted down, and we are just about done. I'm going to taste it for seasoning again. For me, that's about perfect. You can add, if you like, a little bit of ground pepper. I prefer mine without. You can always, of course, add that at the time of serving. So there's not much more to do here. Reduce the heat to medium-low. And we're just going to take some fresh Italian parsley. The lazy man's version of this. Good pair of kitchen shears will do you well. And that's pretty much it. Stir that in there. Put the lid back on, let it cook for another 5 minutes or so. I want to pass this on to you. I'm not really salt restricted, but I try not to eat a lot of sodium, because I eat out a lot and restaurant food is deadly. And I'm the guy you'll go out to a restaurant with for years and never see him touch a salt shaker. This low salt is only 44% sodium and 66% potassium. You will never know the difference cooking with this. It's not suitable for grilling. That's the only thing you can't use it for. But other than that, it is a perfect salt substitute or reduced salt substitute. I get this at Whole Foods, and I use it pretty much in all my cooking, except for grilling. So we're going to let this go just a few more minutes, and then we're going to plate it up. Okay, now we're ready to plate this up. Stir. Bowl here. I'm going to put out a little bit here because I'm not really looking to have dinner at the moment. The best way to eat this, see how clear the broth is. You can see the beans nicely. It's not all cloudy. Nice dusting of Parmigiano Reggiano, or Pecorino Romano if you like. Please, none of that stuff that comes in a cardboard tube that says Kraft on it. At least go to the trouble of getting some store-graded fresh parm. You will be very happy you did. And that's it. Escarole with white bean soup, easy. Freezes beautifully, so you can make a big batch if you want. And this is probably my favorite soup in the entire world. So I hope you enjoy it, especially in this cold weather. That's it for today. Thanks, and bye.